So I've been drawing since I could remember. I know some artists who stop at childhood then get back into it, and well, I didn't stop. So here are some art advice I would give my young self if I could. Number one is don't limit your color choices. It was in my first sketchbook, okay? You could clearly tell that I only used 3 to 2 color choices with one badly drawn gotcha OC. And well, I am a sucker for drawing OCs with a prone color, that's their color. But the colors, you gotta know a little bit about color theory before you start just mashing purple and orange and red and blue together, because yeah, they kind of sucked, and if I could prevent that, I probably would. So next up is drawing out of your comfort zone just sometimes, okay? Not always. There should be a balance between when you want to get out of your comfort zone and whatnot. So it did take me a while until I actually liked my art. The reason for that was I studied one of my favorite artists that made drawing whole bodies fun. Her name is Drawing with Waffles. I'll put her in my description if you want to check her out. She's amazing. I'm so glad she's back on YouTube now. So when I was watching her videos, I noticed how she would plan out where the legs would go with actually drawing the whole body, thigh of it. And so I started doing that in my sketchbook. And as I started doing it more and more, I'm going to show up a picture where that was what I was doing when I was with my sister one time. So I then learned, I was like, these look weird, they look stiff. And I realized it wasn't really how it worked for my art style, so I did something a little different, and it actually helped me with drawing full bodies now. Okay, now the next step is drawing with references actually help. I didn't look how to draw something because I didn't get a phone until I was 12, or I was too scared of ruining it, so I drew something from my head that I know I can draw, I'd rather draw something I kind of can draw than something I can't and fucks it up. But there was this one time I was in a K-12, I think I was in 4th grade, and I had this idea of drawing this magical, beautiful, majestic unicorn. And I was thinking oh yeah, I am going to use pencil to make it look beautiful. But when I tried it came out looking like dog shit, so yeah, I don't really trust my head sometimes. But the next thing is, it's okay for art block and art burnout. So when I was getting art block, I'd feel like I was going insane because my hands didn't want, it wanted to draw, but it also didn't want to, and it didn't want to pick up the pencil, but my brain was like, come on, please. So if you're an artist, please let me know if you're having those art block symptoms. Okay, and if I had to do a time machine, I would say to my younger self that making bad art is okay. You don't know how many times I made bad art and I just wanted to cry because I knew I'm not the next Lavin Pound or Sam Does Art, unless you're artists, then you know the feeling, okay? But it's okay making bad art because once you see the mistakes in the art, you can improve on what made it, right? so it doesn't look like Medusa's siblings, okay? So, like, for the longest time, I just didn't draw the pelvic bone, and it made it look a bit odd, but when I finally realized that that was the thing I needed to draw to make it not look odd, I'm like, my characters need pelvic bones. So yeah, little things do help. Like pelvic bone, noses, ears. I am telling you, they do help. And if your art style looks ugly, if anyone ever says that to you, I give you permission to throw a chair at them. Because unless they are an artist, throw 2 chairs, okay? If they aren't an artist, throw 1, okay? They don't understand the effort in art. And then, if it's an artist, throw 2, because first off, their art probably looked like an ugly art when they began. I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, the next one is don't make your goal finding your art style. So when I came back to my home state, okay, I set a goal to make my art, like to find my art style, okay? And no, don't do that, okay? Because I was always like drawing something that I hated. Like I hated every piece I drew because I don't know why. I'm like, this is not my style. I do not like it. Okay? Now a little story time. Let's do a once upon a time. I had this teacher, right? Okay? This art teacher. This amazing art teacher. He was cool. He was fun. He let us watch Coraline at the end of the year. Okay? And I wanted to draw him, you know. You know how you draw your teachers and like you give them to them as a present? That's what I did to Mr. Art. Okay? And so it took me forever to get it right because I normally don't draw beards and mustaches. Especially how my characters are normally drawn in this cartoony, cutesy art style. It was very, very hard, okay? But once I gave it to him, he said, "Oh, I like your art style." Mind you, this was when I was trying to set my goal to find my art style. Okay, so imagine hearing that from an art teacher. Like in his past, he told us he went to he worked as a tattoo artist. So I kind of threw away my goal because, like, if my teacher can see I have an art style, then I think that's okay. So, don't do that. And also, don't push yourself past your limits, okay? Because, yes, sometimes that helps with those wording, but sometimes it just makes you stress out more, and we don't want that. So, yeah, I guess that's mostly it, but, hi, Molly. Hi. How you doing? Sorry, Molly came in, my sister's cat. Jesse, go check out her channel. Anyways, I have a question. If y'all still at the end, should I do like a whole series learning about landscapes? Or what? Because I feel like I should. Because, you know, I do want to make this comic, but I do want to learn some landscapes before I do. So let me know down below if that's okay. And also, the first drawing was, like, I wanted to draw lies today, so I did. But, it was of the Huntrix group of Remy, Zoe, and Amira. And I kind of just wanted to do makeup on them, like eyeshadow, so that's what I did. I mean, put a green heart if you're a fan of Zoe, a purple heart if you're a fan of Remy, and a pink heart if you like Mira. And if you like Saja Boys more than just a devil, I guess. But yeah, I think that'll be it today. I'm sorry for blabbering on. Thank you for watching till the end. Bye bye.